wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic.
What's going on YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We come back at y'all with another vid. What we have here today, bam, that's right, and these are the Off-White Jordan 5s. And I must say, do I think this is the shoe of the year? You know, it's a little too close to tell right now. I have to say it's definitely gonna be probably top 5, if you know, at least top 10. Top 5 shoes of the year so far, definitely. Is it the top? You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and say that these are probably one of the best sneakers that came out so far this year. Because first of all, it hasn't been that much anyway. So I haven't seen the pack in hand. So I have seen the 85s, I've seen the Yeezy basketballs, and what the UNC Chicago's. Out of all the All-Star releases, this is definitely by far probably had to be the best one. It has to be. It's probably the best one, and it's probably, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it is the shoe so far of the year. I'll just say it right now. You know, still too early to tell. You know, we got a lot more other stuff, but right now, just right now, you know, still early in the year. First, when I saw pictures of these things, it didn't really do too much justice until you see it in hand and everything. Is a real special, spectacular shoe. It really is. The detail, the quality, everything about it, man. Like, you have to see these things in hand. You have to see these things on foot. Like, these things are pretty freaking amazing. Like, seriously, just the material wise. So this is Off-White's second silhouette of Jordan with Jordan Brand collaboration. I mean, we had the Jordan 1s, and they had, you know, collaboration with like colorways like as in silhouettes, I should say. Because, you know, we had UNC's, Chicago's, and now we got the Jordan 5s. Because, you know, Off-Whites, we've been having all the Air Maxes, Prestos, and all that good stuff. And now we got the Jordan 5s, which is actually pretty cool because this is Virgil's first Jordan shoe he has ever owned was the Jordan 5. So this is actually pretty dope. And yes, this does definitely mimic, these definitely do look like a deconstruction of a metallic Jordan 5. Like these things, as I said, it just looks like a skin version of these here. Like it just, like if you skin this apart or something and just took it apart, this basically what it is. And you know, it has all this vintage look. Like if you see how the cage is yellow, the lace locks yellow, and also the bottoms, of course. The bottoms is like the craziest part, but other than that, it's definitely a beautiful shoe. It's a masterpiece. You just gotta see these things in hand, man. So, but anyways, let's just go ahead. Let's get into this review real quick, eh? Like I said, take a look, take a look, take a look. A quick 360 throughout the entire shoe. And yes, all this material of the shoe here is like this mesh material, plastic mesh that's covering throughout the shoe. It's all throughout too. You can see the stitching of all the plastic and everything. It's just, or the cover, I guess you want to call it. And you know, I guess I want to call this a Spider-Man suit, or whatever you want to call it. Just, you know, the deconstruction look as well. Along to the cage here on the side of here. Yes, a lot of people want to notice about this little circle cutout. This is, you know, the little Virgil design, and yes, it has a little bit of this translucent mesh material plastic piece. And if you guys see, it is see-through. And yes, I believe a lot of people have been, or you know, cutting this out here to have a little hole, you know, I guess. Now take a look at the 23 right here. Okay, I thought it was 3M, but all this is just a little stitching right here, and it's covered as this little like, you know, this little plastic piece over. Moving on to the ankle part here. Yes, usually Jordan 5s usually is always so bulky to me, but since it is this little deconstruction thing, the foam, the ankle part, it's very loose, like, you know, loose, and it's not as tight, definitely. And you guys can see how the little foam material has throughout, cut out, unfinished, you know, that little Off-White signature design. Got your Nike Air in the back stitched in. On to the inner side as well. If you guys can see, yes, it does have your Off-White branding on side in between the cage here. You guys can see it, the whole Off-White for Nike Jordan 5 and Beverlyton, Oregon. There we go, 1990. And like I said, there's little holes right here. You can definitely cut. I feel like you can definitely cut these out if you really want to. You can't, you know, there's no support to it at all. So be pretty careful if you don't want to, because you can probably poke a hole into it as well. And then yes, you know, all Off-Whites. We had a little zip tie here. Off-White branding code Nike 2020. Take a look at that. So these are the 2020 version of the zip tie. This is in all black. So it does come with your black flat rope laces, and in the tongue, if you guys can see, you got that clear cage material on the tongue. And yes, you have your smoked out, kind of like yellowed lace lock over here. You have the little Nike branding, and also you get the metallic 3M tongue as well, and it has a little hole cut off right here. And this is the left shoe, and then on the right shoe, it's like the hole is cut up on the side here instead of right there. So that's one thing's a little different between each shoe. And it does come with your extra set of flat rope laces. You got your like cream color whites and red. And also, if you guys already know, the laces does say shoelaces quoted on the end of the shoelaces. And take a look at the back of the tongue as well. If you guys can see, you got your Nike or Air Jordan on the back of the tongue. This tag here is in, you know, Air Jordan in red, but this tongue here says there is a little hole right here. That is, the tag is cut off on the left shoe. It says Air Jordan upside down on the back of the tag right here. And then inside the insole, all this, you just have that Nike Air inside the insole. Moving on to the midsole, you had your smoked out little toe box here. And moving on, you have your little shark fins metallic on the side, and it comes with your black outsole painted, and it has this yellowish clear outsole, you know, this vintage look. Definitely has a very vintage look. Of course, the outsole, you get this translucent outsole throughout, even over here in the middle part where it says Nike throughout. And of course, you get the red Jumpman, and of course the soles is very yellow as well, like it is, like, you know, like these things has been aged, but you know, it's a brand new shoe. But that is the design. All right, so here it is. These are the Jordan 5 Off-Whites, and I must say, so these are actually really beautiful. These are actually really dope. I'm so debating if I should go ahead and just grab these things, or just go ahead, you know what, because the prices on these things is just, it's getting ridiculous. Like, it's at one point, I could think a couple days ago, it was like at $850, $840. Now they're like at like $900, $980. Oh, they're gonna hit a 1K very, very soon, back, if not already there. Especially, it depends on the size, of course. This is a size 9. Anyways, they fit pretty good. They fit pretty true size, a little bit more room. It's not, usually my Jordan 5s, they're always really snug and really tight. These here, and it feels always pretty bulky, but since the, you know, this whole big old ankle collar right here, they don't have these for the Off-Whites like these here. So there's not much ankle support at all. So, you know, I wouldn't try to play ball on these things. They fit pretty good, fit pretty loose. These are a size 9, fit well. Trust me, I love all the Off-White designs. I think all the Off-Whites is actually really dope. I like, you know, his vision, and just, I mean, just the design, the craftsmanship, everything about it is just spectacular, top notch. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, man, like, for real, when I first saw pictures of these things, I was kind of like, man, I don't know, man, it's just a Jordan 5, right? But then, you know, got a little Off-White flavor to it. You can see these things, and now just having these in hand, it definitely changed my mind by far. So I gotta make a decision between these or the Yeezy basketballs. I'm probably leaning more towards these, even though I think the basketballs are just a little bit more cheaper, but I feel like the price on these is just gonna keep going up, and it's not stopping, not anytime soon. So I just want to get these things before the price goes way too crazy. Now, is this my favorite Off-White collaboration of Nike and Off-White? Absolutely not. It's probably not even top 5, because I just like the UNC Chicagos, the Prestos, the Vapor Maxes so much more better than these things. But doesn't mean it's bad. but I don't know, maybe it just got warmed up to me a little more. It's still dope, but I just love the UNCs. I love the Prestos. So it's just one of my favorite shoes I have in my collection. So these things, it's killer, man. These things, they killed it with these things. Definitely. Some people's gonna say like, yo, these things are probably ugly, you know, because they probably just saw pictures online or something. But unless you see these things in hand, it's gonna change your mind. Like seriously, it definitely changed mine for sure. So I'm glad I have this in my possession. I'm glad I make this video for you guys. But you know, is these things worth what they're going for right now? Like 1K to about $900. Are they worth it? You guys already know Off-Whites, they're already expensive to begin with. But right now I'm gonna say yes, they are worth it, because I just feel like these things are gonna keep going up. So anyways, that's pretty much alright. But anyway guys, that's pretty much end of the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about these Off-White Jordan 5s. What do you guys think about these things? Are they okay? Do you like them or not? Do you think they're the shoe of the year so far? I definitely do, in my opinion. Because these things, whew, these things are dope. Anyway guys, if you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications for when I do drop vids. Don't forget to follow me at all my social media at Jumpman Chris on IG. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway guys, I'm Jumpman Chris. Push.